The first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. The Knicks have a battle ahead. Can they even the series at 2 games apiece? They know they can win, and now must rise to the occasion with millions of fans looking on as they square off against the Bulls.
It's Game 4 of the Eastern Conference quarterfinals. Glad you could taking a look at New York. Greg, no doubt, this is a defining moment for him, trying to even things up after 4 games. But if they lose this one, they'll be facing elimination on the road, and that would be dire.
Yeah, and that's why I expect tonight's crowd to be out of its collective mind. The fans in this city love this team. They feel a very close bond with these players. They're the 6th man that has to provide that energy if this series is to be knotted up.
I think you've nailed it. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Garnett out there with the Beast. Then there's Brown. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. And it's West in at the point.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, it's nice to see him be assertive instead of settling for a jump shot, especially in the first quarter.
West against Moncrief. Garnett with the screen on Moncrief. Brown, good.
He can do a lot with the ball, but Brown is just as good playing off the ball. He's always ready to catch and fire.
Pass to Moncrief. Back to Tatum. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Tatum's got 5 points so far. Garnett outside. Markkanen with it. Moncrief defending from deep 3-point territory. Markkanen can't get it to go. The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. West with the steal. Outside, Markkanen. It's Brown on the wing. Shoots it. Hits the jumper in space. Brown's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Got to be cognizant of where Brown is at all times because this man will torch you.
Back to Tatum. His 3-pointer's off the mark. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Moncrief against West. Pass to the Beast. Now here's Brown. Just 5 on the clock. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Moncrief against West. Mobley kicks to Tatum. And again, it's the Knicks missing. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And early on, Marketing has demonstrated how efficient he is
Timeout.
from that range. Have to run him off the line.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Moncrief dishes to Grant. Malone right side. Tatum, that's for two. New York, no good that time either.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
Garnett the pass to Markkanen. Back to Garnett. Pass to Brown. 6 to shoot. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Markkanen can't get it to go. Knicks trail by 5. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with Eric Spoelstra.
Now, we talked about the difficulty of trying to contain a player like Jaylen Brown. Coach said we can't let him gain confidence and feel like he can do whatever he wants. That's when you get into trouble. Now it's up to the players to make sure this doesn't happen. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Moncrief, a screen on Markkanen. The 3 from Tatum. New York, no good that time either.
Let's just say his subpar shooting is just one reason why they're trailing in this ball game.
And here's Brown outside. The shot's good on the assist by West. Brown's got 8 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Grant surveying the D. Here he goes. Here's Moncrief. Misses and the dry spell continues.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Mobley against Markkanen. Back to Garnett. The 17-footer. Markkanen can't get it to go.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Pass to Tatum. Back to Moncrief. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away.
Yeah, Tatum read the floor and fed the best guy he could find.
The Bulls leading by 6. Garnett outside, and here is Markkanen. Moncrief defending, fires away from way outside. The kick out to Brown. Goes up with it again. The Beast, and finally they hit one.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And a new group in for the Knicks. Pirtle, he's checked in for Malone. The Kid comes in for Horace Grant. Hunter's checked in for Mobley. And Porter subbed in for Jason Tatum. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new grouping. Towns, he's checked in for the Beast. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Kevin Garnett. Stojakovic is checked in for Lauri Markkanen. And it's Cameron Thomas in for Brown. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
And good that time.
Oh, what a feed right there. Towns' vision is really off the charts.
Knicks trail by 9. Pass to Hunter. Here's the Kid inside. The kick out to Porter. 5 on the clock. Pirtle with a screen on Thomas. And Porter, here we go. Chalk up 2 there.
I just like the commitment from Porter Jr., refusing to let the D get the better of him.
West against Moncrief. To the paint. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
The Knicks have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Porter passes to Moncrief. That shot missing. Towns with the defensive effort. West kicks to Isaac. West passes to Isaac. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Porter in the corner. Down low, Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
Powerful finish. Jakob not taking any chances in tight.
Isaac outside. Here's Thomas. Porter with a block. Pass to Hunter. Now here is Moncrief. Bertle sets the pick for Porter. Going inside, and the rejection by Towns. To the inside. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line.
And it's the size and mobility of Towns that makes it so hard to deal with, especially when he's looking to score.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
The kid passes to Bertle, and out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And this is postseason play at its finest, refusing to give up shots here in the playoffs.
1:03 left in the first quarter of the game. West outside to the middle. Bertle with the steal. Moncrief, El Cid with it. West picks him up. Pass to Moncrief. It's stolen by West. Here's Isaac, defended by Bertle. West passes to Towns. The shot's good on the assist by West. West has got his 4th assist in this one.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Here's the kid. He's covered by Isaac. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. For New York, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. And the first one at the line is good. And so he makes both from the line.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
West outside. Oh, at the buzzer!
That is how you finish it.
Yeah. Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
And so it's Chicago, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And we welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
Moncrief is out there with Jason Tatum. Then there's Grant. Then there's Moses Malone. And it's Mobley in at the 3. That's the 5 for New York right now. Kevin Garnett, he's checked in for the Bulls. And here are the Knicks now. A 12-point game. Tatum with a screen on Garnett. 5 to shoot. Grant kicks to Moncrief. It's stolen by West. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And both free throws good for West. The Knicks shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Malone finds Tatum. Grant sets a screen for Tatum. Back to Malone. Chicago grabs the miss. A big win for them coming off a strong game on Friday.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, despite the challenges of being away from home, they were able to execute cleanly and look really fresh out there.
Bulls making a switch here. Markkanen's checked in. Tatum on the wing. Off target with his 3.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Back to Garnett. Pass to the Beast. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Outside, Malone. Mobley outside. Floats it up there for Mobley. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Here's Podziemski. Offline with his three. And so Grant will bring it up for the New York Knicks. Nothing offensively yet from them in the second quarter. And Tatum puts up a deep three from beyond the arc and then some. Tatum's got 8 points.
Ooh, how about that extended range from Tatum? It was an absolute bomb.
Podziemski finds Brown. From the arc, sinks the three-pointer. He's got 11.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Cameron Thomas, he's checked in for Brandon Podziemski. Tatum at the elbow. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That's on Jaylen Brown.
Oh, guarding Tatum is just a major problem.
And he sinks the second. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Thomas passes to Garnett. No good on the three.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Moncrief dishes to Malone. Pass to Tatum. Grant with a screen on Markkanen. The three from Tatum. For just the fourth time today, it is good. That one makes him 4 for 10.
We see this from Tatum often, and it never gets old. Just scoring at will.
Back to Brown. Here's the three. Sinks the triple. Brown's got 6 here in this quarter.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Grant with the ball. Now defended by Markkanen. Grant kicks to Moncrief. Just 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Garnett. Pass to Thomas. Back to Garnett. That one falls coming off of Thomas's feet. Garnett's got his second basket of the game.
Quality pass by Thomas. He was paying attention out there.
Knicks trail by 18. Left side, Tatum. Malone, a screen on Brown. It's stolen by Brown. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. And Grant sends it back. Thomas finds Garnett. Now Brown, covered by Mobley. And it's Brown missing.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
And there's Moncrief. That's good on the assist by Grant. Moncrief's got his second bucket of the night.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Brown right side. And a miss there on the triple. New York's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Grant up top. Mobley outside. The three from Tatum. And then Malone with the dunk.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. A different look for New York. The kid, he's checked in for Grant. Hunter comes in for Evan Mobley. And Kevin Porter's subbed in for Moncrief. And the Bulls will go for a different look here. Towns, he's checked in for the Beast. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Garnett. Stojakovic is checked in for Markkanen. And West subs in for Cameron Thomas.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And the Knicks good for 2.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
West against Tatum. And stolen by Malone. Outside Tatum. Malone sets the pick for Tatum. Knocks it loose and out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. So for the Knicks, Pirtle comes in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Moncrief in for Kevin Porter. And so here is Chicago. They led by as many as 18 points. Brown the pass to West. Towns down low, defended by Pirtle.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Moncrief the pass to the kid. Back to Moncrief. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Tatum. Moncrief a screen on Brown. Tatum. Good, and the assist goes to Malone. 16 points for Jason Tatum.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
Towns the pass to Stojakovic. A three-pointer off the mark. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Knicks, trailing by 13. A minute 50 left to play here in the half. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Chicago's gone for the three-pointer 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Brown dishes to Towns. Shoots over Pirtle. Towns, no luck.
Well, okay, I like his aggressiveness, but the defense was waiting on him that time.
Moncrief a screen on Brown. Tatum from 3.
3 triples for him this quarter, 4 overall.
Isaac outside. Pass to Towns. They need this one. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And one of the game's elite shooters, and Towns' sweet stroke definitely extends to the free throw line.
Podziemski, he's checked in for Jaylen Brown. Malone kicks to Tatum. Tatum with another miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Tatum on the wing. Stojakovic against Malone. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. West outside. And Jerry West throws it down.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game.
Oh, he got it to go.
Now that's how you end the quarter.
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
Yeah, that's 1 in 100 type shot. But hey, that is why you just throw it up there.
The Knicks, 35.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The ball security has been terrible. Time to cool down, slow down, and regain control.
Yeah, look at the turnover numbers. It's easy. And looking at where the... And that'll do it for half.
And we're with you again as our round 1 coverage continues. And you know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
So with Thomas sitting on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. We've got West. Beast out there with Garnett. Then there's Brown. And it's Markkanen in at the 3. Malone misses.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
Brown with the screen on Tatum. The 3, West, and he's good on the 3 ball. West has got 13.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Tatum on the wing. He's covered by Brown. Puts it up from 15. Tatum's shot is off. Chicago leading by 13. Brown outside. West with the ball. Now guarded by Tatum. Brown inside the line. And Grant sends it back. Tatum passes to Moncrief. Here's Grant. Shoots over Brown, and no good. Trying to use the glass. Pass to West. Back to Brown. Left side, West. Shoots over Grant. And here's Moncrief. Down low. Emphatic finish by Tatum.
See, this is what Tatum is capable of. Look, he is a sensational scorer. We understand that. But when he gets into a rhythm...
Whew. And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Brown, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Brown, now an elite scorer in this league, really does it all.
For Chicago, they have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. The first one falls. That one is no good. Knicks trail by 12. Here's Moncrief. And it's sent back by West. And it goes out of bounds. That one off West. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. The Knicks shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. And that one falls for Tatum.
We talk about Tatum's offense, and for good reason, but his play on the defensive end is really valuable for this team.
Garnett against Grant. Garnett with the screen for Brown. No good with the triple.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And Malone with the stuff.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. And the basket by West.
Those assist numbers from Brown have continued to creep up.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Outside Tatum. Misses the 3.
Well, after the show he put on in the first half, you thought it would continue, but he's cooled off a little bit here now.
Bulls moving the ball around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Brown missing.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Malone finds Tatum. Shoots over Brown. Tatum no good. Chicago leading by 9. West passes to Brown. Garnett outside. Markkanen against Mobley. Back to Garnett. Over Moncrief. And Garnett gets it to go on the assist by Markkanen. And that's now 6 points for Kevin Garnett. Outside Tatum. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. The Kitties check in for New York. And a change for the Bulls. Podziemski's checked in. West passes to Garnett. That falls. Nice feed that time from Jerry West. West has got assist number 5 here tonight.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Back to West. Goes up from the top of the key. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Tatum's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's the kid. Pass to Mobley. Outside Tatum. Shot clock at 5. Over Garnett. And the Knicks miss again. Bulls leading by 14. To the inside. And Jerry West throws it down.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Here's Tatum. Tatum with another miss.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
New York's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Pass to West. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Jason Tatum. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Bulls.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And also, guys, the confidence to keep taking the 3. It's been falling, so they've got to keep going back to it.
The Knicks making a switch here. Pirtle's checked in. The Bulls also changing it up. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for the Beast. Isaac comes in for Kevin Garnett. And it's Peja Stojakovic in for Brandon Pajemski. And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Pass to Grant.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And well, they didn't make it this far by giving up easy ones. And now their defense is in overdrive.
Pirtle against Towns. New York moving it around. Lock at 6. Floats it up there for Mobley.
And great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
Harkin from outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Jerry West. West has got 6 assists now in the game. Pass to the kid. Now here's Grant. Defended by Stojakovic. Looking to end the run. No good from Grant.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down. His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
Pass to Markkanen. Stojakovic with it. Covered by Mobley. Pulls up on the wing. Count it. Knicks trail by 21. 1:27 left to play here in the third. Moncrief, a screen on Isaac. The kid can't hit.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
West kicks to Isaac. Towns sets the pick for West. Back to Isaac. No good from outside. New York's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3.
Watch the screen.
Moncrief the pass to the kid. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jerry West pulls it in. West has got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Stojakovic. Inside. Here's Markkanen, and he uses the glass on the layup. 8 points for Lauri Markkanen.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
West against Moncrief. To the paint. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Stojakovic. Here's Isaac. And Isaac throws it down.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Bulls ahead, running away with it. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round one. So with Malone sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. DeAndre Hunter out there with Davis Bertans. Then there's Pirtle. Then there's Kevin Porter. And it's Banton in at the shooting guard position. Here's Banton. Thomas covering. Just 5 to shoot. Pirtle with a screen on Thomas. Banton's shot is off. Bulls shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. A slam dunk by Thomas.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Pass to Hunter. To the inside. Pirtle dishes to Porter. Here's Banton. Thomas covering. Now Porter takes the three. No good on the shot. On the wing, Isaac. Covered by Hunter. Offensive rebound. Towns, no luck.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Here's Banton. He's defended by Pajemski. Bertans against Stojakovic. There's Porter with the three.
You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
Count that one from Isaac. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Porter finds Bertans. Back to Porter. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Look at Porter going into attack mode, getting his shot and a trip to the line.
Free throw good, Porter.
And one of those guys who fell in the draft the year he came out due to injury. Porter healed up and has taken the league by storm.
Here's Thomas, and Pirtle sends it back. Bertans kicks to Porter. Pirtle sets the pick for Porter. The three-pointer, no good. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. To the middle, here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
And how about the agility of Towns, cutting with purpose there after setting the screen. Great display of his basketball IQ.
And Cameron Thomas picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Well, look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Now, here's Porter. He's covered closely. Shot clock at 6. Here's Banton.
And the execution in their half-court offense has left a lot to be desired this half. Just way too much one-on-one and not nearly enough ball movement. Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Porter passes to Bertans. Here's Hunter. Launches it. Nailed from three-point land. Hunter's got his first 3 points of the game.
And the defense has to recognize this. Hunter is a legit threat to shoot off the catch.
Here's Stojakovic, and Pirtle sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Kevin Garnett, he's checked in for Chicago. Here's Thomas, and a miss there off the inbound. And here's Hunter. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Pirtle kicks to Bertans. Bertans sets the pick for Porter over Thomas. And again, it's New York.
Poetry in motion. Porter with a beautiful stroke rising up there from mid-range.
And Thomas, here we go. Hunter grabs the miss. Knicks have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Pass to Banton. Porter looking it over. Down low. Here's Pirtle. Towns with the defensive effort. The Bulls have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Towns a screen on Hunter. Thomas outside. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And they're winning, but it hasn't been because of him. He can't throw it in the ocean so far.
From 13, Porter, no luck. Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Porter against Thomas. Thomas with another miss.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Porter, no luck.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
New York shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Hunter lays it up off the glass.
And it's his decision-making. Hunter looking like a surgeon the way he operated that pick and roll.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Jerry West.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
Some players rise to the occasion in the playoff spotlight, and some wilt under it. We know which type he is. What a stunning night for him. And the basket by Tatum.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And here's Brown outside. It's rebounded by New York. Malone's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Mobley the pass to Grant. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Grant.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And this is postseason play at its finest, refusing to give up shots here in the playoffs.
Well, Chicago's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Here's Brown, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
A wing who wants to pound it down low. Brown earns a trip to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
You got to respect the mind Brown has for the game. Both ends of the floor, he is so good at spotting the opening and taking advantage.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Grant. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Evan Mobley. And Kevin Porter's subbed in for Moncrief.
Didn't get to the line in the first half, but since the break, he's been in attack mode. Great adjustment.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. Bangs home the trifecta. Tatum's got 10 points here in the second half.
With his touch, Tatum's a threat from anywhere.
Over in the corner, Brown. Pass to Pajemski. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's West. And Pirtle sends it back.
He's quick to read and react on D. Pirtle can really disrupt an opponent's offense.
And there it is for him.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Brown outside. Pajemski finds West. And here is Brown, covered by Hunter. And there's Brown. That's good on the assist by West. West has got his 8th assist here tonight.
And entering the final countdown, Game 4 effectively decided here, guys. This is just a tremendous accomplishment for the Bulls.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
Isaac outside. And it's Pajemski in the corner. And there's the call on Kevin Porter. That's his first foul. Chicago making a switch here. Stojakovic is checked in. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And this is how you execute in transition. Porter Jr. enjoys leaking out and running all over the defense.
Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Chicago.
One shot. One shot.
There's 38 seconds left to play here in the fourth. West passes to Markkanen. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on DeAndre Hunter.
And Markkanen is skilled at drawing fouls once he establishes position. Uses that height to get the defense to commit.
That free throw good for Markkanen. And Markkanen drops them both. Here's Porter. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Malone passes to Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Too little, too late. That final score will look way closer than how this game actually played out.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. And now they're sitting on a commanding 3-1 lead. They've grabbed this series by the throat, Greg.
And Kevin, I don't think they're going to let it go. You can see the determination they had tonight. They don't want to drag this series out. They want to get this thing over with.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Laurie. Strong start for the team. How did you keep that momentum going throughout the game?
Yeah, I mean, we've had leads before this season that we blew, so we had that.
Thank you for that, David. And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the